Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 2 of Let's Play Serpent in the Staglands. Very cool CRPG. Hope you guys are well. We are going to get it in here a bit with Serpent and... Okay, we have to start a new game again. Oh, do I have to answer the questions over again? Oh my gosh. I was not anticipating that. Okay, we went with the Trickster God. If you want to see these questions, check out the previous episode. And we have to make our character again, but I remember what we want to make them. So, I remember my answers. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so sorry. Be right back. Worst start to a video ever. Had to fix the audio. So, yeah, I was playing Mecha Jammer as well from this developer, and that's a very cool game as well. And I definitely want to play more of that for the channel going forward. The only thing with that was I love their style of games between this and Mecha Jammer, and even what looks very cool, A Banquet of Fools, which is their newest game, just released actually in real time a few days ago. And yeah, but I was feeling more like in a traditional RPG feel, sort of feeling like, you know, medieval axes and swords and magic and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to start this one, because I do love their RPGs. And we're going to play more Mecha Jam and have some fun with that. Check that out on my channel if you'd like. I've got some episodes of that recorded. And the book is closed. Alright, so we're going to speed through this dialogue pretty quick. And this little cutscene here. Get a proper intro to the game. There's Airline. Trusty Airline. If you want to see this conversation, check the previous episode. Let's consider the choices. We're going to be... What is the difference in head there? We'll just be that guy. Alzarian. We're going to be an Unshaken. Check the previous episode for a... Well, actually, we can check here with a point in occult and dexterity. Amethavians promote peace and prosperity above conflict and war, instilling civic duties and the benefits of benevolence to neighbors and their children. Start your journey with 1 skill point in Rally, a combat skill buffing the armor class for your entire party at the start of combat, but we must have 1 point in Dex or Strength to use, which we put in. And we put a point of Occult, which is magical defense, and increases the potency of spells that pertain to buffing yourself or your party, shields, or spell resistances. Also unlocks new grades of spells. Very cool. So I don't think there's anything else we have to do here, so let's just hit the check mark. And we're going to see what happens from here. Saving. After your character creation, use your character sheet to allocate your skill points. Okay. You'll want companions to protect you and give you consequence. You can certainly hire mercenaries to join you once you depart the temple, but you can also create some additional avatars now to accompany you for the time being. You'll want companions to protect you and give you consequence. You can certainly hire mercenaries to join you once you depart the... Yeah, we'll do that. I'll seek out companions as I may. As you like, my lord. I can offer the services of my nephew, Wilhelm, and our strongest acolyte, Catalina. If you wish to engage Wilhelm, you'll find him wandering about this floor. Catalina is out in the courtyard, working in the gardens, Pray send them back to the temple when you can, as they are both important to the temple, and I'm rather fond of Wilhelm especially. We can tell him kinda no, we'll keep them, but I'll do what I can. There is a store master in the western wing. He can sell you some supplies to start your journey. I'll give you some emeralds, but I can't take too many from the temple purse without arousing suspicion. I wish I could vouch for every member of this temple, but I think it's safer to trust no one, which means I must live with the knowledge that I'm sending you out in the world with little besides your wits and a few gems. Don't berate yourself, Erline. Your aid has been invaluable. What I can do for you is gather a disguise. If anyone asks, for now say you are a merchant, and then when you're ready to leave, meet me outside the doors in the courtyard. We shouldn't risk being seen together now that you're in a mortal form. Anyone with enough knowledge to know of your portal must know that you'd come here first, and spies might be lurking in the shape of temple visitors. Very well, we'll meet then. Alright, here we go. There's good old Erline. And here we go. Now wait, quick save is Q. Get a quick save in. What's this? This statue depicts you beckoning the first settlers to safety. See if there's anything else to click. Alright. Before we get moving, let's well, I guess we should look at there's attack, select all, stop all, change order, party AI passive. Let's look at our character sheet. Amethavian Unshaken, 25 HP. Level 1, 0 out of 300 XP. Unshaken +1 rally. I don't know if these are weapon types that I can use or something. We have 2 skill points to spend. Our stat points have been spent, so our armor class is 0. Physical damage, just with no weapon, is 1d3. Hit chance is 1d24, same as the dodge chance. Attack speed 2.17. Oh, we can click them to see how they're calculated. That's cool. Spell resist is 1. Spell potency is spell specific. 1d24 hit chance with spells. 1 dodge chance for spells, and cast speed is modified 0.03 seconds. And there, okay, so character sheet good. Let's take a look at our inventory. Cumulative item mod for physical damage, 1d3. These are all the slots we can use, I think. Although it doesn't let me click them to see what they are. Here's weapon, it looks like. We have 50 gems. Equipped weapon speed 2.2. Okay, and the rest are 0. Very good, very good. Let's look at our journal. You've not taken any notes yet. So our journal is hand coordinated. We can look at recent conversations if need be, and then we take our own notes. So keep that in mind with the journal. The map. Okay, it does that right now. Reform party. I don't know what these 4 slots are. Maybe for backup party members. And then we come over here. Options, quick save. That's like the game log over there. Let's take a look at the quick warbook. Rally. Put it in there. I guess that's not what I wanted though. Quick spell book. Oh, do we have all these spells? Something tells me no, we don't have all these. I don't know, we'll have to look into that. Hover over to manage hotkeys. Now what I wanted to look at, okay, here's the aptitude book. We have linguistics, oops, woodwise, herbology, philosophy, harbinger, and nobility. How do is there like, K is the quick aptitudes, X is the quick warbook. Can't we look through the warbook somehow? I'm trying to remember. R is spells. I guess not. Tab is find items on the ground. V is select all. So we press that. Quick skills. Okay. And the spell book. Like, where do we get the descriptions and stuff? I could have sworn there was a bigger type of book. Maybe it's in an actual book that we have to receive yet. Let's look at what we have spell-wise. There's Feline Polymorph, Foul Creep, Arcane Shield, Blood Cocoon, Festering Ooze, Arcane Attack, Heat Metal, Radiant Stab, Fearful Light, and Feverish Haze. And that's the quick spell book, which is R. We can manage our hotkeys. Okay, interesting. Let's we were paused a bit there. Whoa. Okay, I can move around a little bit. It's just quick. Speedy. Let's see what's over in the west. There's that. Barrel? No items on the ground. Oh, rope. That should come in handy. Here's our store master. Don't think we want to do too much with him. Well, we'll see. I'm in charge of the temple goods. I can sell you some supplies if you're in need. The festival wiped out most of my stock, but I can show you what I still have. I'd like to take a look. Okay. He's got an herb kit for 300. Herbology kit. Herbology aptitude levels required for use. Potions of healing. A small vial of sweetened wine and herbal mix. The ground leaves of local prototaxites. And the bioluminescent gills of Deep Cave. Supercions give the liquid natural healing benefits, which are quickened with alcohol. Right-click to use. Got elixir vials worth 10 apiece. Damage 0d1, a pack of volatile elixirs that combust on impact. Most elixirs are chemical reactions mostly comprised from resources imported from Amethavia, and these are no exception. The deep blue liquid resonates a subtle heat and stinging saltwater scent, best used from long range to minimize risk of damaging your own feet. And these are worth 10 apiece, and there's 100 of them. Pretty solid choice for weapons, I would say. Then he's got elixir vials +1, which we can't afford. An elixir pack, damage 1d9, attack speed 3.5, a carefully designed leather satchel for transporting elixir vials. Thermal weapons are not advised to be transported short or long distances without safe packaging. Weapon type elixir. So we probably need the elixir pack and then elixir vials. Then we've got potions of minor healing. Compared to these are potions of healing, these are minor healing. Brewing pouch worth 4, an herbology pack for brewing potions, consumable upon use. This small leather satchel contains a vial, a small glass vial with a cork lid tied to the top with thin sinew. Looks adequately sturdy for travel when sealed. A funnel, a small wooden funnel with a soft piece of parchment that can act as a strainer. Fire starter, flint and short iron rod for generating sparks, and a small folded bundle of slow-burning oiled cloth. And a rod, a long thin wooden stick for stirring components, and flavor, a pinch of mushroom powder for flavor, a local staple, pestle and mortar, a small wooden bowl and slab of rock to be used for grinding components. And that is the brewing pouch. Might want to pick that up. Right now, oh, he's got... Okay. He's got this stuff as well. Edible heart. A nutrient and protein heavy muscle, this heart is a deep reddish brown and has a thin layer of fat on top. The entirety of it is edible, though it's recommended to be at least sear it prior to consumption. Either way, it will provide a small regenerative boost. Then we've got healing fungus, worth 2. The bioluminescent gills of a deep cave Cypressian give the fungus natural healing benefits, common to find but very bitter. An iron scepter. Well, that's pretty cool. Armor class 1. Attack speed is probably the lower the better. Damage 2d6 though, worth 65. A short iron scepter with a large heavy ball at the top of the hilt. The ball has 5 pointed facets jetting outward, allowing for additional piercing on top of the already heavy hitting bludgeoning damage that can be done with this weapon. The thick iron in the hilt can be used for ample protection against oncoming blows. If skillfully used to block, it's a heavy type of weapon. Brewing pouch, camping rations. A wool pouch of camping rations sealed with wrapped something. The expendable items inside are enough to get any adventurer back on their feet after some time for rest and eating. The contents are usually a fire starter. Lightly salted meats. These skewered duck aren't dried, though defeathered and rubbed with various salts and in well-sealed wrappings for intended use over a fire already attached to a spit. The thick wrappings and salts have hidden the scent of the meat considerably. Wooden canteen of spiced wine. A wooden sealed canteen with a wax sealed mark of Drantern, a southern island winery. The contents within are heavily spiced wine, customary of these cold regions, of earthy tones and honey, designed for heating in mugs over a fire. A leather flask of water, a small simple leather flask filled with drinking water, corked. The water was likely boiled first to make this easily usable by any traveler through these foreign lands. Caphara grounds and thin cloth. The thin cloth is meant to be wrapped over a mug and have the grounds lay atop. Boiled water is then poured over the grounds and into the mug, making an energizing, warming beverage. Commonly, the spiced wine is added to the mug first, which when combined make a popular spiced Caphara beverage. Dry bread, almost cracker-like, this dry rice and nut-based bread is long-lasting and a heavy source of carbs for energy. Can be eaten separate or combined with the meat provided. Right-click to camp and eat. Torches. A short wooden staff with a rope firmly bound on one end. The dried rope has been soaked in a flammable oil. An awl. Very fast attack speed, damage 1d4. A bookbinding awl. The handle is a sanded one. No, the handle is a sanded and waxed wood engraved with a mark on the back of the grip with a symbol you can't distinguish. Inserted upon the top is a thin bronze spike that comes to a very sharp point. It seems large and sharp enough to pierce even leather for bookmaking. Weapon type light. So that's pretty cool. And then if we hit this, it's also got cooking pans. They do 1d6. They're a bit slower though, and more expensive, I think. A cast iron pan used for cooking and heating food. It appears well used. The iron, while unbendable, is somewhat brittle. Light type weapon. I guess I should get myself an awl. It's a light type of weapon. Let me make sure that's exactly what I want though. I don't want the iron scepter, can't afford it. Camping rations. We'll just take an awl for right now. Took us 6. Very good, very good. And what's this? Oh, sellables. Rope. Value for stack of 20, 32. A durable hemp fiber braided rope. I don't want to sell that, so very good. Alright, let's put on the awl. Ah, I got it in one hand. Very cool. Now you die, Stormmaster. No, let's go. Around. Typically glowing spots I thought you could click, but maybe not. And why did they turn? Oh, that's a no. That's like, no, it doesn't do anything. I think. Oh. Now some of these are breakable. Bogged down in sap sill. Elzarian is bogged down in sap spill. Spill, not sill, but... Weird. I don't know if there's any more we can break, but... Let's zip over here. Come through the door. Lumen Acolyte. Can I aid you, stranger? Tell me of your duties. At Lumen Fortin, I do as Lord Airline bids, but I mostly look after the tomes and scrolls. Mayhap I might venture from the hold to gather new texts to add to our collection, but only with my lord's leave. Why would a fort need such a vast library? When the original settlers found the ruins of Lumen Fortin, they stalked and established it as an eastern stronghold against the raids of the natives. But in the last decade, the native threat has been quelled, and Lord Airline has converted this fort into a temple of learning and star lore. What happened to the natives? Most of the natives have not survived the forceful efforts of our Amathavian and Varukov fighters over the past century, but some small pockets remain in the rocky coasts of Emerald Metalis. If this is your destination, I bid you to stay near the song's path. I have more questions to ask of you. My time is yours. Tell me more of your duties. Where do you go to find these texts? I have the most luck scouring the markets of Corum and Rumin, where scholars and guildhouses gather. Corum has the most reliable stock of new publications, but you never know what wild scrolls the philosophers of Rumin might produce in their cyan-induced haze. It almost makes it worth the risk of passing near the northern woods. I have more questions of you. What kind of text do you purchase? Mostly studies in star lore and the movements of the heavens, but also philosophies, histories, and advancements in physics and mechanical arts, if we run across a text of interest. Can I open my notebook right now? While we're talking? I can't. So basically star lore, astrology, philosophy, history, any kind of science-y type of book they'll buy. Why is Lord Airline interested in accumulating texts on astrology? This is the temple of the Moon Lord Nikolai, and thus we devote much of our study to noting the movements of the sky. What do you do with this knowledge? We study the lore of the stars to be one with our Moon Lord and to mark the passing of the moon and watch the cycle of seasons. Scholars come from many districts to gaze at the heavens and learn the patterns of the night. Pray, peruse the text at your leisure. More questions of you. Tell me of your duties. Vast library. Is travel safe in the area? I have never fallen to the hands of bandits or beasts in my travels, but I hear tell of many travelers who cannot boast of the same. Most merchants and nobles employ guards, and it's a foolish peasant who lets his weapons grow rusty. Traveling alone is still unwise in these times. More questions? Did you partake in the Solstice Festival? Aye, that I did. And all of the other acolytes too, for that matter. Lord Airline traditionally starts the festivities by rolling out 5 and 20 barrels of sweet honey wine at the first sight of the new moon, and the acolytes form a ceremonial line to push the barrels through the courtyard, singing songs of blessing and goodwill for the coming season. What happens at the festival? The villagers in Lumentar gather in the square around bonfires and sing praises to the Moon Lord, who ruled the skies for so long and will be missed in the coming summer months. Dancing and drinking contests follow, and midwives swear that babes conceived under a solstice moon are born blessed. Does the Moon Lord join the merriment? Remember, we are the Moon Lord. Many a maiden that might turn a dance into a solstice dalliance excuse their behavior by claiming their lover was the Moon Lord himself. But as it is highly unlikely that the god would take the form of a dozen men in a night, their words carry little weight. You never know. More questions. Sorry, I'm getting a little stuffed up, guys. What are you celebrating? The solstice marks the beginning of the end of winter, where nights are long and the moon reigns. As acolytes, we celebrate so our god knows we honor him, but the villagers are also celebrating another season of survival in a harsh land, and also 5 and 20 barrels of free wine. If you venture down to the village, you'll see some caravans remaining from the festivities. Alright, Solstice Festival. Okay, I see. Farewell. So the Lumen Acolyte. Can I type over here? No. Title. Books. Bought. And we'll put Lumen Acolyte. Where are we at? Temple of Moonlord. Buys sciencey books. Alright, so we put that away. Very good. And alright, it brings it out. That deletes it, I take it. Cool. Let's look in his closet. Peering inside the oven, you see a tray of hard cookies. Cookies. Give me those cookies. Wait a minute, this is different though. Oh, peering into the oven, you see a thin, flat bread. Let's go peer into the soup. Duck soup is stewing. I guess there's no way to get us some. Oh, you guys are all called Lumen Acolytes. Can I assist you? Where do you hail from? I was born in Lev, but my family left after a band of raiders from the Spirelands destroyed our home and burned our farm, and we moved to Emerald Metallis so my pa and brother could work the mines. The head miner said I was too small to dig for emeralds, so my pa sent me to the temple a few months ago to get me off his hands. You're a youngster. What are your duties here? I keep the tomes and scrolls free of dust and help the cook prepare meals for visiting scholars. Lord Airline says mayhap I might track the patterns of the night sky with the older acolytes after I've been here a year. I have other questions to ask of you? I'm happy to help, but I'm new here and might not be able to answer your questions. Where do you hail from? What can you tell me of the area? If you wish to leave the temple, the courtyard outside the main doors will lead you to Lumen Targ, the village nearby. Pa says I need not worry about anything, but Paduri in Orf's Bridge. But Lord Airline said I'll be safe if I stay in the fort and grounds, or if I bring Catalina with me. She's an acolyte too, but she works in the grounds. What of the area beyond the village? I know not, good merchant, except that the caravan has brought me here and traveled over a big bridge, and there were many guards, and we paid a heavy toll. The caravan leader told tales of beasts in the forests, and just last week a band of thieves were caught not far away and lost their right hands. I see, farewell. Interesting. This table includes some spools of braided sinew, dried leathers of various sizes and stack sizes, and many sheets of parchment. A well-used awl is placed on top of a stack of heavily manuscripted stories about the history of Lumen Fortin. You consider that you should have given Airline more work to keep him busy, but to see that the art is well inked. That was weird, okay. Now wait a minute. That's right. If we hit aptitudes, which is K, if we use like linguistics on the table, Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I paused because I opened the book. Let's see, we hit K. And we press 1. No, we press linguistics. Nothing happens. Now let's see. Oh, I had to unpause it anyway. Whoa, the speed of mouse movement is crazy. Let me see if I can camera scroll down. Smooth pixels. We didn't have these options before. It says requires a shader model 3.0 compatible GPU and 2x scale. Smooth pixels, guys, or not smooth? I like not smooth. Let's see the... Okay, that's a little better. Now say we look at the duck soup. If we open our aptitudes and, I don't know, click herbology. If we have points in it, we might be able to do something with the different... thin flatbread, so like, I don't know, like, nothing happens. But that is how you use aptitudes. Oh yeah, that's much better. Aha! Bogged down in sap spill. Oh, a book. We should quick save. Shelves of books relating to Lacovinian scholars' research of longboats. Imagine this information is quite valuable. So what would I use? Like linguistics? Oh, just quite valuable. It's a quick save though. A dusty book. Shelves of simple volumes that are covered in pictures and diagrams that tell a variety of stories. Some are historical legends and other local justices and heroic stories, and are likely entertaining for illiterate settlers, though without any more insight with more insight into law, you can't make out a pattern of the stories. Ooh. Bingo. A torch, a kitchen knife, and salted meat. So actually, kitchen knife, damage 1d5, attack speed 6. So that's between the iron pan and the awl. Cast iron blunt knife used for cutting food. It's a single-edged blade that looks brittle and prone to bending. Light type weapon. Does a little more damage than the awl, but it's a little slower. If we look here, we've got the rope, a torch, and a salted meat. Cured oxen meat, dried and treated with valuable salt. These chunks of meat are a good source of protein and can stay edible without rot longer than fresh meat, ideal for settler travel. This will rejuvenate some health if eaten. Nice. Now that book... Oh. Basketed is the carcass of some kind of large crustacean creature. It doesn't appear native to the area. You assume it will be cooked. Huh, I wonder if I can... Like, if we had herbology... if anything would happen. But what if we cast link or use linguistics on the book? It auto pauses when I use these. A dusty book. We can't seem to take it or anything, so let's just keep it moving. Come up here. Shelves of books related to plants, flowers, and edible fungi that prosper in the Staglands. Without more insight to the subject, thumbing through the pages doesn't really interest you. So there's an example. If we had herbology, we could get some information about alchemy or something. Or is it linguistics? No, probably. The hint is that without more insight into the subject. If we have insight, we can get more from it. Torch and writing tools. This is a small scholarly toolbox filled with various tools for writing. It has a Lumen Fortin insignia of the Moon Lord engraved on the back. Most writing of books or manuscripts would be done in a monastery such as Fortin, being one of the few places to learn to read and write, and you gather that this books of supplies would be useful or would be quite valuable for trade despite not having any of the tools used for illuminating a manuscript with flecked gems and powders. The components are ink vial, a small vial of a combination of a local tree's resin, mineral and berry dye. The ink is a dark, thick black, a clay vessel, a small carrier for the ink to be poured into the writing, cut quill, a writing instrument from local wildlife, you assume, with a pre-cut tip fashioned for writing, shaving knife, a tiny iron knife used for scraping away on errors from the parchment, various cloths, various wool rags bound together with a thin hemp rope. Many are splotched with inks and smudges, and not even a few rags could keep a writer's hands clean from their profession. So can we actually use them? I'm not sure. Shelves of books pertaining to bronze craft, providing insight into anything from agricultural supplies and craft tools to simple weapons. You don't find anything that could help your task. But can we use the writing tools to write down stuff from this book? I guess not. But we should be able to write our own manuscripts and stuff at some point. Let's come over here. Another Lumen Acolyte. Shelves of books about the mechanics of woodcraft. You find volumes which detailed fishing boats to wagons, though nothing of importance to you now. Shelves of books pertaining to local histories of the Staglands. Though glancing through titles, you don't find anything pertinent. See, we're lacking the associated aptitudes. That's the thing here. A disorganized number of volumes that pertain to anything from sheep herding, species of creatures to the east, and agricultural studies. You gather a landowner must have browsed the selection. Alright, let me go ahead and hit this water bottle, guys. Bear with me. Shelves of books detailing the history of different lords and great houses of the northern Terratorth realms. Without more noble insight, you don't find anything of use. See, we're lacking that. Ah, delicious. A large tome detailing the clerical duties and reports within the temple. The trivial nature of the manuscripts within are of no use to you. Okay, sorry for any background dog barking noise. Let's quick save and keep it moving. So what I should write is make a note. Oh, there's something there. I love this note-making business. Let's write aptitude using place. I head back to the Moon Lord's temple to find books that need the proper aptitudes to be of use. So then we can come back possibly and either learn from these books or do something with them. It says, oh, as you approach the book embedded into the wall, you notice dried blood on its spine, and a slight metallic odor hits your senses. With a sense of foreboding, you Decide that satisfying your curiosity isn't as important as keeping your limbs intact. I will quick save and play with it though and see what's what. Let's see how long we've been playing. 40 minutes again, wow. Time is already flying in this game for us, which means that I'm heavily into it. Yeah, this is going to be awesome, guys. I'm loving this so far. Hope you guys are too. If you did enjoy this and you want to see more, please press the like button or leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you along. And that said, guys, I hope you return next time, because there's definitely going to be a next time. Do come back, and I will see you guys then. We'll go ahead and do another quick save and make a proper formal save, which I think is in the... It's over here. Save game, perfect. Oh, we didn't save the first episode, my bad. YouTube 2. Awesome. And yeah, man, we're just starting out, so lots more fun to be had. I guess I'll exit the game proper. Until next time, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Much more to come. See you guys then. Ciao for now.